Let's give it a couple minutes for everybody to join. Welcome everybody to the live. How y'all doing? How's everybody feeling? Giving it a couple minutes, to let everybody arrive. And then we'll go from there. Thank you for the like. Thank you for joining. Where's everybody from? What y'all up to? I got an interesting topic. I'm here at the park. I've been here. It's a wait, whoops. There you could kind of see. It's a little bit cold. It's super cold. I was walking around recording some videos for you guys that I'll be posting, but I just kind of felt called to go live, say hello. Haven't gone live in a few days, other than the one that me and Luna did the other day. But how are y'all doing, man? How you feeling with these energies, man? Because I'm telling you what, man. This week's been very, very upside down, and I'm getting a lot of downloads here at the park that I recorded a bunch of videos that I'm going to post. We are definitely entering the unknown, more and more and more. I mean, of course it was years ago, but it was a little bit more like solid, so to speak, and now it's much more, even more unknown. Um, Recently, I got shown that bridge again. Walking across the bridge, and the planks are, you have to trust as you walk across. And it's all foggy, and you can't see the other side. And um, yeah, it's definitely intensifying. At the same time, it's like you're not able to do the things you were doing before that are not in alignment with you. It's like you can't even do it if you tried. You can't eat a certain type of food if you tried. Yeah, you could. It comes with suffering. But even then, it's really difficult. It's like literally like you're walking in quicksand trying to grab a hold of something that, um, if that's a good analogy, um, we are being like almost like being shoved into the unknown, you know, like, oh, like you're not going to know how this plays out. You're not going to know how this unfolds. No expectations. Just trust and believe as you walk across that plank, you know, right? Yeah, I know I'm not the only one feeling the energies, man. It's like seriously like people are being removed that are not serving your highest good. Like you don't even have a choice anymore to, I mean, we do have a choice, of course. You could try to force it, but the energies are so thick and dense that if you wanted to force that relationship to continue, you couldn't. And it's like you could try to call them and try to, make it happen, but like then they don't answer the call, or maybe they text you back months later and say, hey, how you doing? And then you write them back and don't hear anything back. It's not in alignment with you, so it's falling off. It's not in alignment where you're headed, so it's falling off. And that goes with anything you're experiencing, whether it's a job, whether it's family members, whether it's a place that you live, whether it's um, just interactions, food you're eating, whether it's just as I experienced this week with food again. And now I'm fasting for this week since Monday. I'm telling you what, man. It's like you can't do what you were doing before any longer if it's not in alignment with your highest good. And yet everything is going to be perfect because we prepared for this. We are prepared for this. And yet, yeah, it can be scary, but you know what? Like you have to, that's the whole fact of the matter. You have to trust and believe in the process that's unfolding and how it's unfolding and in what way it's going to unfold, and no expectations, and just trust and believe so deeply. Because otherwise, like I said, it comes with suffering. And it's either you choose to force whatever you're forcing or just suffer. And another thing that I'm really, really noticing is we can't have our foot in the old and the new. We were for a long period of time, but now this split is happening and we have to choose. It's like before, like several years ago, I was being shown this visual of like me hanging off of a mountain, like holding the edge of the mountain, trying to grab on, like as if this was before my dad passed. And I just got chills because it was like I was gripping onto everything so tightly, trying to hold on. And yet, it was like I was on the edge, just holding on, trying to grab. And that was like the visual they were showing me of humanity trying to hold on to the old and then trying to step into the new and being in both places, but like you can't divide your energy up anymore like that. It's not serving your highest good. So it's like now you have to let go and take that foot out and step into the new, which requires you to step into the unknown, like fully step into the unknown. And still so many are struggling with that. So many are struggling with letting go. And this doesn't only mean like letting go of people or places or things or whatever, things as well. You know, it's the material things as well, you know. And it's that aspect of control and attachment, you know, and we're being faced with leading from the heart. Oh, hey Victor. All right, cool, man. Yeah, 130, I think. I don't know what 1320 is, but 130. Um yeah, it's like you know, yeah, 130. Yes, yes. Okay, cool. I didn't know cuz Eric's not going to be able to make it. So it'll just be me and you. And I have a really good topic with what's been going on with me this week and what's going on with the collective. And I'm kind of talking a little bit about it now, but this is kind of a preview. Um, I think it'll be really powerful because the energies and you kind of mentioned it last week with the energies, but the energies are so different this week. And it is literally like I'm seeing so many situations where I just can't force something anymore. Again, yet I was already experiencing this ahead of time, like the last few years, if not the last 5 or 7 years. Um, and okay, sounds good, man. Yeah, it's just it's a time of great freedom as well as letting go as well as trusting and believing, because with letting go, like let's say like letting go of that object, so to speak, as a metaphor, letting go of that letting go of that object is freeing. Letting go of all and any and all attachments is freeing, because the moment that the floor gets removed from underneath you is the moment, you know what occurs, like you suffer, right? So if you are able to hold that object, right, or that individual or that interaction or that experience with no attachment but love for it, right, there's no suffering. You know what I'm saying? You still have love for it, for that individual, for where you live, for that experience, for that job, for that career, whatever it is, right? But there's no attachment. I've been speaking about this for years. And it's like for years, way before 2020, because I was trying to explain it to my father. And he just wasn't ready to hear it at the time. And that you can have love for someone or something, but not have attachment to it. And that's what humanity is experiencing right now. We're going through a cleansing and a clearing. Like 2025, man, is all about it. All about letting go of what is not serving our highest good any longer. And yet I'm experiencing it firsthand this week with through food. And can I surrender and let go? And not only through food, but that food led to other things that required me to let go and surrender. Now, I wasn't surrendering to like something outside of me. I was surrendering to myself, letting go, letting go of what it could be, why it's happening, when it's going to last till, how long it's going to last. You know what I mean? This is like a theme that we're going through in the collective right now. And it's been for all of 2025 and even before that, for that matter. So yeah, it's I mean, listen, it's not for the faint of heart, none of this. But every single one of us prepared for this, prepared to be here, prepared to be a part of this. You know? And of course, it's challenging when you don't know what is going to happen. Of course, it's challenging. I mean, that's no surprise. You know, but like we've kind of been breadcrumbed up to this point because it's been, listen, it's been a slow process leading up to this. You know, where these things have been, if you had your eyes open, if you were really, really tuned in and paying attention to what was happening and what was unfolding, you were seeing signs of this occurring, which I was for years. I just didn't know when. And even now, we still don't fully know when. But we've been kind of getting spoon fed or breadcrumbed along the way leading up to what is unfolding now. And it has been more and more becoming more and more unknown over the years because I've been going through it. I went through it massively in 2017. I went through it massively in 2012, 2015. Even before 2012, we were being prepared, you know, and it's been becoming more and more unknown to trusting. Just like the passing of my father in 2022, I thought he was still going to be there. I had expectations that he was still going to be there after we went on a trip to Virginia the weekend before he died. Again, I know he's still here. He's just not in physical form where I can give him a hug, like physically, or go out and go bowling together or something. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is maybe I had certain expectations of, that he was still going to be around and he was going to go through all of this. But then he was giving signs that wasn't going to be the case, But my expectation, due to the fact that he healed in 1997 fully from when he was told that he wouldn't, I had expectations that he'd be around longer than I would. And so it's like these are the things that are occurring that are things that there is no way, shape, or form that you could stop it or control it. And that's what's happening in 2025, like things that we just cannot control. And it's wild, man. It's like I was having like these I'm going to start posting, which I already recorded like several videos and shorts. I'm going to start posting many, many more videos about just me bringing forward downloads I get and then just like rambling about it, which is going to expand us all, opening our minds, seeing that there's other possibilities that are possible. So, I'm going to just randomly come on, record a video and just, see what comes through like I used to. When I was in my car, I just hit the record button and just let it go. I would just be walking and at the park, and all of a sudden downloads and insights start coming. And I'm going to get back to it because I really miss that, and I love doing that, and I love bringing forward this information to you all to support you in remembering who you are, why you're here, and what you came here to do. The premise of the newer school that me and Luna are creating. So, I'm getting back to it. I already recorded like 3-4 videos this week. That one of them I think is going to be coming on tonight. It's like more of a long form video, which I do know that you guys like that on my other channel. So I'm just going to bring forward and see how it does and how it goes. And maybe you'll resonate, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll get something out of it, maybe you won't. Either way, it's all good, because it's not only helping you, it's helping me as well. So I'm essentially speaking to myself, and when I do these videos and when I do these lives, it's supporting me as well. So yeah, I really enjoy doing those videos, not along with like going live and stuff like that, of course, but I like content creating, and bringing forward these messages that will support all of us on this journey of the unknown. Because again, as I've said this over and over and over again, it requires us to really be in tune and in touch with our soul and our higher self going forward. Like really, seriously. It is so vital and so important to be connected and in tune with your higher self and your soul right now, because everything is unknown. It's so unknown, and you just can't predict anything anymore. Humanity is shifting and changing and jumping timelines left and right, and it's like it's really requiring trust, a lot of trust. And I'm seeing it in my own life. I'm seeing it in people around me. I'm seeing it on the planet. I'm seeing it in lives I go into. It's the times are getting more and more difficult to logically figure it out, to logically understand it, to logically make sense of it. It's getting more difficult. It's getting more challenging to do that. It's like you have to lead from your heart. You have to go within. You have to go with what your internal guidance or compass is leading you. You have to. You can't logically understand it or figure it out anymore. And it's going to get more and more challenging to do that. It's like leading from the heart center. We're going through a heart opening, cleansing. I mean, all of it. All of it. So, I mean, what can I say other than, pay attention to everything. Pay attention to everything. There's always a message or a sign you're receiving. And if you don't understand, ask for more clarity. Ask for more understanding. And more importantly, trust the process. Trust the process, because it is unfolding, and it will continue to unfold, and it will continue to be more and more unknown. And we just have to keep trusting, man, that everything is going to fall into place perfectly at the exact right time it's supposed to. There's always things being moved around that we can't see energetically to prepare us for what we're going to experience next, for the next step we're going to take, for the next level we're going to move up to, but this week, man, has been super, super unknown for me. And a lot of trust. We're doing the round table again today with me and Victor. Eric's not going to be able to make it today, but we're going to be doing the round table today at 1:30 with me and Victor. You know, maybe we'll I feel like I already just seen him in the chat, and we're gonna definitely deep dive this subject because this is what everyone's experiencing right now, and it's getting more and more heavier and more noticeable. That you're like, oh my God, like I don't know what to do in this situation that I'm in. I don't know how it's going to like unfold. I don't even know how to make or to take care of it. And it's like, okay, surrender, let go, trust, believe, know that it's going to unfold exactly perfect, exactly how it's going to, without you trying to make it happen or figure out how it's going to happen. Or, yeah, this has been a theme for a while for me, a long time for me, but I'm noticing it and feeling it in the collective more, much more this month, much more this month. So, I mean, I've been fasting this week, you know, since Monday. Um, I knew I needed to. I knew I needed to let go. And I feel pretty good, honestly. To be honest with you, I feel pretty good. My plan is tomorrow, which will be over 4 days. Again, I have no expectations. I have no completion time or anything. It's just going to be uh, what feels right, you know, what feels right, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm going by. But I knew that I had to do it, and I knew that I had to. And each day I've just been taking it day by day. I kind of had an idea of when I was going to end the fast, but this is what I'm talking about. It's like these things are just mirrors of what's happening to all of us. We're changing now. Hippie G, what's going on, man? How you doing, man? The energies are intense right now. D man, what's going on, brother? Just water. Water. Straight water, man. Yesterday I had some coconut water too. That was the first time I did some coconut water. Um but I've been just water and nothing. Since Monday night. Monday evening, maybe like 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. So today will be 3 days, and I'm planning to go fast till tomorrow, till Friday, maybe midday, and I'll probably finish the fast with a smoothie, like a fruit smoothie. That's what I'm kind of thinking about doing. Again, no expectations, no, you know, whenever I complete it, it's all good, man. If I complete it in a few minutes or an hour from now, that's all good too, you know. It doesn't matter. I have no attachment to whatever it is, you know. And that's kind of the theme of this live. Um, I mean, if I label it like feeling like I'm hungry, then yeah, maybe I'm hungry, but like not really, man. I mean, do I seem any different? Because I feel pretty damn energized and lit up and on fire. Not on fire literally, but you know what I mean, metaphorically. Um, you know, um, I knew that this was something that was I needed to do. Okay. Um, I've done a few water fasts, only twice reached 10 days. Oh wow, 10 days. I found I found days 4 and beyond to be easy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what was the reasoning behind you not making it past 10 days? Hmm, I don't know what that means, but I've done a few water fasts. So if it was easier after the fourth day, why did you only make it to 10 days? That's admirable, man. 10 days. I think the longest I've probably gone is like 5 to 7. But I do feel like it does get easier. I didn't really, I mean, even the first day, it wasn't that difficult or challenging, or the second day, even. Um, and by the way, don't forget, man, me and Victor are doing the roundtable at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time on this channel. There's already a thumbnail up for it, so you can tap the notification bell. I felt fine to go longer than 10, but it becomes a psychological thing after that. Hmm, interesting. I think it's psychological all along from even day one. But I'll tell you what, like 3, 4 years ago when I first started doing it, like as regularly as I am now, all I would think about is like shit that I wasn't even eating, like pizza or, and I'm not even, I really honestly haven't even really thought about food. Um, it's interesting though, I was watching food vloggers on YouTube yesterday, but it wasn't really like, oh my God, I want to eat that right now, you know? It was almost like it was like a form of detachment that I was experiencing. Because I feel like every single thing that we're experiencing right now is for us to let go of any and all attachments. Because it's requiring us to step into the unknown. And the more and more we can let go of the attachments of everything, the less suffering we're going to experience. Doesn't mean that we don't love something or someone. We just don't have attachment to it. So if it gets removed, there won't be suffering. The first 3 days are the hardest psychologically, but you can push yourself because you desire to reach a certain goal. At day 10, it's hard to find a reason to keep going. I see. I see. I feel at some point it does more physical damage than healing. I don't know, man. There's a lot of people that have done it for like way more than 10 or even 30 days. I think that you can live without it. Yeah, but see, you can love, but then see, the thing is, what we've been rooted in is a form of attachment to that love. And I was shown this visual like a couple years ago where they were showing me on a mountain grabbing a hold on the side of the mountain, trying to hold on so tightly, you know, and it's like then you start trying to control and manipulate and force people to stay, or you're staying forcefully when you really know that it's not in alignment with you. And see, now what's happening is things are falling off of the entire collective, that which is not serving our highest good any longer. um I feel at some point it does more, but is it not better? um I think fasting is okay when you're getting some nutrition. I don't know what you mean by that, because if you're fasting, I mean, you're cleansing your body. That's what you're really essentially doing. And you're bringing yourself back into alignment. because usually you're out of alignment in some way, shape, or form because you're either having too much of one thing or not enough of something else. So there's an imbalance. So then when you fast, you're bringing your body back to balance. Yeah, I know someone that's done 2 40-day fasts, but I'm not convinced it didn't do some damage physically, but it's supposed to be spiritual, and part of that may be letting go of the physical. Yeah, yeah. Like having some cold pressed smoothie or juices. Oh, no, I'm not having any of that right now, but I mean, I'm fasting for tomorrow will be the fourth, like the fourth day. Tonight's my third day. That's what I feel. Going without nutrition too long can create new issues while it's healing other issues. Ah, I mean, listen, you know what? Like the body knows. See, that's the thing, man. I believe that the body knows what. I mean, again, I'm not discounting what you're saying, and I listen, and I'm extremely open minded to everything. I don't really feel like I feel like as we continue to become more and more crystalline light bodies, where we're becoming lighter, we're not required to eat as much anymore. And most of it eventually is going to be just like smoothie based. So then we're not going to need anything really. Um, the body knows what to do, and the body knows what it needs when it needs it. So if you end up going to 30 40 days, it's because your soul wanted it and needed it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I've even know anybody that's done 100 days without food. I'm sure there has been. I mean, from what I understand, you can survive with on just water. You don't need food. Eventually, you don't need it. Um, I don't. I really truly believe the body is so powerful, and we try to get in the way and control everything. But like our higher self and our higher self is essentially leading us everywhere. There has to be a point where it's more harm. Well, again, that's a belief too. I don't know. I mean, I couldn't tell you. Uh, I don't know if I'm ever going to try that in this lifetime. I do believe that eventually we won't need food, and in the fifth dimension we won't really need it. You know, but I believe that a lot of us are going through this, and it's more spoken about because it's a way for us to let go of the physical stuff. You know what I'm saying? And form detachment to everything. I mean, everything is really just a spiritual connection to everything. But the body knows what to do. And if you need to eat or you need some kind of nutrition, you will have it. You will get it. Because you'll be guided to it. That's the whole thing, man. That's parts of what you're saying is parts of aspects of control and trying to but allowing the body just to do and if it guides you to do 100-day fast, then it's for a reason, you know. And if you don't fully do it or you stop at a certain point, then there's a reason. And your soul is leading you every step of the way into trust. And this is exactly what I was talking about prior to you guys coming on. Right now, we're needing and having to trust everything because everything is becoming unknown more and more and more. And it's becoming more and more challenging to logically understand everything and figure it out. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, again, I hear you, and I kind of, you know, I have a difference of opinions on that. I think no matter what, you're going to do what you need to do to do what you need to do. You know, I don't think you're going to be doing it for the hell of doing it. You're going to be doing it for a reason, you know? And most likely you were guided to it for some reason or another, you know? And for however long you do it, it's that person's journey, you know? Um, there's a reason you did 10 days. Most people aren't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like your soul led you to do that for a reason. So that's what I just believe. I just trust and believe in all of that, you know? Hold on one second, D-Man. I got to just respond to something. So yeah, I think everything is just for us to experience, you know? Um, it's 10:10 on the clock, by the way. But everything is just for us to experience, you know? That's what I really truly believe, you know? Everything is about some experience that our soul wanted to have. So if you wanted to experience a 100-day fast, then you're going to do it, you know? And your soul's going to lead you and you're going to be just fine. It's about trusting that, you know, whatever you do and whatever you interact with and experience, you're going to be fine and just perfectly okay. And there's no damage happening because you are like your soul is full of love and is always guiding you. So it's like at some point you're going to be pivoted back on track if you went off track. But I don't even consider anything being off track. I think that every single thing is happening for us and by us for a reason. Yeah, okay, so there you go. And your soul directed you, like your body was like telling you, you need to stop all of that. Yeah, I don't know why, man. It could be my connection where I'm at, you know? Um, yeah, I don't know. Is it good now? Because I'm gonna tell you what, man, there you go. That's the reason you were eating too much of that stuff. It was like your body was rejecting it, and it was time that you needed to like um, change. And you were essentially forced into changing. But for good reason, you know, to come back to balance. And when you fast for 72 hours, you're resetting the body. You're having a reset. 72 hours, 3 days is a reset. So you're coming back to alignment. Some people have to do more because they've been not in alignment for a very long time and they have maybe disease in their body or whatever, you know? So now they're needing to come back to it's taking longer for them to come back to balance because they're not listening to the messages that they're receiving, you know? Yeah, I don't know why, dude. I honestly don't know why. I mean, I have like 3 bars. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the reasoning is why it's cutting out like that. Um, yeah, well, hopefully it's perfect on the recording and you can go back and watch the replay, I hope. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why, man. There's nothing I can do. I can't connect to any Wi-Fi or anything around here. I'm at a park, see? Um, I'm at this park, so there's no Wi-Fi I can connect to. Um, but I can just tell you this. I can tell you that I don't think that you can ever do any damage. We think that we can do. Okay. Yeah, so then definitely go back and watch the replay, man. There'll be a live replay up after they process it. It'll be probably by tonight or tomorrow, you know. But what I can say is I don't think you ever do damage. That's just the label that we're putting on things. I believe that everything is to get you back on track, to get you back in alignment. Like you just explained, you were eating too much junk and sugar and refined stuff, and then you fasted for 10 days. Now you brought your body back to alignment. But there was a reason, and that you experienced that. There was a reason for it, because everything is always happening for us and by us. So maybe you needed less distractions, and that stuff was creating more distractions. So the 10-day fast required you to be more in tune and in touch with your body, to listen when, oh, I'm having too much of this. I need to shift and change to something else. You know what I mean? Like, majority of the time, humanity doesn't listen to any of those messages, and we don't listen, and we continue and continue and continue, and then we've gone down this path of, like, where it's going to take longer to come back because of everything that we've been doing, you know. So, but the body is always, always, always working on coming into alignment, always. But I don't ever believe that you can do any damage, because everything is always happening for us and by us, to gain insights, to gain, to grow, to evolve, to expand, to become stronger. Um, you know, um, Listen, we came here with a purpose. Oh, okay. All right. Well, like I said, go back and listen, man. I just was spitting a lot of stuff, man. That's good to help you. I don't think that um anything is bad, or anything is a problem. Everything is just leading us to always come back into alignment. So, like I'll just repeat this one part that you mentioned. Yeah, well, you probably got to just go out of the app and then go back in, like D-Man just did. Um, just like for me, I was getting warning signs from my body, and then I'm like, oh, okay, it's time to fast again. And now I know that certain foods are I'm reacting, my body's reacting to certain foods. So now I'm going to take it slow again. Once I come back and start eating again, I'm going to start weaning into different foods to see if I have a reaction from it or not. And if I do, then I won't include it in my diet right now. And maybe this I know is something temporary, as my body and all of our bodies are upgrading and changing and shifting, and we're transforming. I know that, it's temporary, and I know that it's just for right now. I need to just pivot, and this is happening on a grand scale. This is happening with jobs, with relationships, with family members, with co-workers, with whatever, where you live. It's like, if it's not in alignment with us, it's being removed. I'd like to see you go 7 to 10 days so you can share the new experience with us. I've gone more than, like I said, I've done like probably like 5 to 6. And listen, at the end of the day, I would love to do that, but I'm going to just do what's best for me and what I need to do. And these small increment resets are what I need right now. Um, you know, um, but as you can see, I'm pretty darn energized. And I think I did do like 7 days actually. Um, Not the last time, but the time before that, I'm pretty sure I did like 7 or 8 days. I almost went to 10 days. It wasn't that I couldn't do it. It was just, I just listened to my body, and that's the whole thing. That's the key factor. I'm not going to just do something for the sake of doing it for content. That's for damn sure. Um, and I'm going to do it I'm going to do it in listening to my body and what my body needs. Um, yeah, I know you're trolling, man. I got you. What do you mean? You were right about me. What does that mean? Um. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. I knew you were right, and I was right too. I knew he was trolling. Yeah, I think you are here to troll. I mean, I don't doubt that, but whatever. You know, no harm, no foul. As long as you're not disrespecting anybody, I don't really care. Hang out. You're getting some kind of insights or knowledge. So, and make sure you just tap the like button, Supernova. Support the channel. If you're here anyway, you might as well just tap the like button. Um, but yeah, I listen. All of these things that we're doing are just getting us to be more in touch and more in tune with our bodies, so we can listen when our body gives us a message. We listen. You know. Yeah. Well, I don't think he's going to admit that he's a troll, but so yeah, that's the I do, but I stay in mine and others' limits. Oh, that's cool. As long as you don't sit there disrespecting people and making fun of them and things like that, I don't see any problem with it. But with that being said, man, guys, I'm gonna end this live right now because I will be back at 1:30 with Victor on the round table. So definitely go back and watch the replay because there was a lot of really powerful information that was brought forward. So definitely come back at 1:30 for the live. Yeah, well, that doesn't mean that because you get bullied in school by others that you should come and troll and bully other people. I mean, um, well, you know what? That's fine. But I don't think people are going to be able to do these kind of things anymore, man. It's not in alignment with our souls. So you could force and try, but I'll tell you what, it's things are changing rapidly, man. So you better get with the program and, you know, shift with the times because yeah, well that's good. I'm glad you don't. I mean, you seem like you have a good heart. I feel like good energy about you. I know, because I can feel your energy. You don't feel like somebody that's here that wants to like hurt people and stuff. I can feel your energy, man. You definitely have a big heart and like love within you. So, that's why I never really phased me that what you were doing because I didn't really feel like you were really out to hurt people and get people and so that's just the energy I get off of you. So I don't think you can hurt a fly. It's like a fake persona behind the keyboard. But I don't even really think you're faking it because I don't even really think you can fake it. Nowadays, I'm starting to see more and more people troll that turn, they start to troll and they come in and troll and then they can't because it's like you got to be your authentic self. And we're more and more leading into authenticity. And these people that have these big channels and they're like pretending to be something they're not are not going to be around any longer. You're going to see them just their channels just disappear or them not posting content anymore. It's going to happen all over social media because this is the year of authenticity. And if you're not being your authentic self, if you're not showing up authentically, you're not going to be it's just going to fall off. You just can't do it anymore. People are going to sense it. We're feeling energy beings. We're turning more and more into multidimensional energetic beings and you just can't fake it to make it any longer. You could try, but it's not going to be easy. Yeah, see? Yeah, well, you know what though? I find that TikTok has much more spiritual content and people on there seeking it, because me and Luna post on there every day, and I get more comments about people feeling things from the light language activations, or when I post videos on there, they get so many likes and comments and thank you for the work you're doing. Not that we don't get it on here, but much more on TikTok than on here. The energy is way different on TikTok if you are on there for the right reasons. Because again, of course, everything has its thing, you know. But I'll tell you what, I notice much more openness to like spirituality and light language and mindfulness and yoga and kundalini stuff and just everything on TikTok than I do on YouTube. Straight up. There's people doing Reiki on there. Yes, there's people doing all of that on here too, but I see it more like more openness on TikTok than I'm seeing when I post videos on here and Instagram. I see TikTok being way different energy. Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. But that's if you engage in those short videos and you're just swiping all day, right? But if you don't sit there swiping all day and you use it for a purpose, it's really powerful tool. But like if you get sucked into those short videos and keep flipping, yeah, you're getting dopamine released, massive dumps and hits of dopamine, and your attention span starts getting really short, because that's what you're training yourself to do. Um, but if you use it for like, I don't really use it in that way. Take care, Supernova. Good seeing you. Sending you lots of love. Good seeing you. Also TikTok created all these shorts, attentions. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And what I'm trying to say is if you use it in that way, but see what I do is I just use it for like getting me and Luna's information out to the world. That's what I use it for. There's very rare that I go there and I sit there, keep swiping through the videos and looking for people. I'm on there for like I post shit. I may go on there and, my For You page pops up. I look at one or two things and I'm off the app. I'm not really like, since doing like dopamine fasts and semen retention and no fap and all that stuff for over 2 years and getting rid of social media, none of it really does that for me other than YouTube. And I watch like educational videos and I watch food vlogs. That's about it. I allow myself to have some enjoyment in some ways on some of those things. Do you know of Dan McDonald, the life regenerator? No, I don't, but I'm going to screenshot that because I'm going to look him up though. I'm going to look him up. Your brief system is so close to his. Please check him out. Okay. I am. I just screenshotted it. I'm going to. And make sure you come back at 1:30 for the round table with me and Victor. I'll just come back to the channel. You'll see us live. I'm going to be streaming on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, check out Dr. Schultz, because Dr. Schultz believes in like fasting for long periods of time. He believes in juice fasting. He believes in water fasting. His name is Dr. Schultz. He believes in raw diet. Yeah, see, that's like Dr. Schultz. He believes in raw diet too, raw eating. Yeah, that's exactly the same person. Yeah. Do a search, type in Google Dr. Schultz, and I think his herbal something is like his website, but you can, he has like a whole book you can download for free He believes in 30-day detox fasts, juice fasting, water fasting. He's got tons of supplements and superfoods that you can mix with your shakes, and he has liver cleanses and herbal liver cleanses and kidney cleanses and just pretty much everything. 5-day cleanses, 30 days. No, no, no. He doesn't sell. I mean, well, yeah, look up Dr. Schultz. He's an older man. He's like probably in his 70s or 80s, man, healthy as hell. And yeah, he does like all kinds of herbal stuff, but his main thing is you detoxing the colon, the liver, and then the kidney, and then doing like for 30 days on juice or on water, you know. And then he of course believes in more raw eating, you know. So I think that everything is about balance, you know. Everything's balance. And when you start noticing signs that your body's giving you, then it's time to like come back to balance. You know, maybe, oh, I'm eating that too much. Maybe I need to lean off of that, you know. And sometimes we can't do it ourselves, so then you have to do like a 10-day fast to completely get off of it, you know. So I think that the fasting is just a way for you to come back into alignment, you know. Some people, like I said, have been doing it for so long that it requires longer for that purpose, for that reason. So with that being said, man, come back at 1:30, bro. I'm going to be back at 1:30. I got to go. I got to head back. And yeah, here's where I'm at. Thank you for showing up, D-Man. I look forward to seeing you all at 1:30 Eastern time. Yeah, man, 1:30 Eastern time. I'll be back with Victor. We're going to deep dive the energies that are happening right now and the unknown and all that stuff. So I hope to see you then. Love you, man. Take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. Until then, let's go.